Hello, people. Good morning, good afternoon.
Good,
How are you?
good afternoon from Portugal.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to be here again, so to participate in this call with you guys. So we're really happy, to be on a Saturday. It's a sunny day here in Portugal, and we hope to have a really pleasant presentation and dynamic here with you guys and you, and with our partner here, Pedro from NTT Data.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Pedro. How are
Pedro.
you?
How are you? Fine, thank you. Thank you for joining. Yes, let's kickstart this. I'm actually not in Portugal. I'm in Spain, also known as sunny Spain. So I asked yesterday, Rogério, who should be the dress code? Pedro, whatever. So surfer's t-shirt. Okay.
Surf t-shirt.
Yeah.
Great,
Okay.
great.
So just a little introduction here. So guys, people who are watching us, I hope you are excited for today. My name is Leonardo. I'm Agile Master of the Education team here at DIO. Today, I'm going to be the roles of these workshops. Today, we are going to be 3 workshops, but no worries, everything will happen on the same link here. For the first part, we invited the folks from Tonnie and NTT Data, Rogério and Pedro, to share some cool international opportunities with you and give your tips how to prepare for them, okay? In the second part, Vinilton and Rafael, our experts today, will create a REST API with Java and Spring Boot. And in the final part, it's time to get your hands dirty. So the experts will be putting that API to test and doing some stress testing, okay? I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. Before I start, I have some points here that I want you to share with you guys, people who are watching us. These workshops must end near noon. So keep your attention here and take a good cup of coffee if you like this. You can send your questions here in question and answers. I will be watching the chat and asking the experts. If you can, of course, send your the question in English, please. Until Tuesday, the recording will be available on the platform, the DIO platform, on the acceleration page. Then you can get your certification, okay? I think you have already noticed, but all the workshops will be in English. So I hope you enjoy it. The 5 tip here, when we reach the hands-on part, I recommend that you observe Vinilton and Rafa as they develop the project and take advantage of this opportunity here in this event to ask any questions you may have. Afterwards, you can watch again and again the recording on the platform and work on the project together at your own pace, okay? I usually mention this because mistakes can occur when you are developing a project. And if you pause to solve a problem during the event, it can disrupt your thought process, okay? Now to finish, I promise, I would like to tell you just important information. Today, there is DAO's big partnered with you, Tonnie and NTT Data, to make this event so important. So I have some topics about this. This content is specific for people who want to improve or conquer international career, especially with Java, Spring Boot, and other stacks. And how will DIO help you with this? Okay, as you are here in our event, naturally you can be found by our international partner Tonnie. They do this in our platform called Talent Match. You are there, okay? So it's so important, it's very important to keep your resume updated on DIO platform and keep your attention on your email, okay? I really hope you conquer your international career. If you don't want our international career now, there is no problem. Enjoy this content, this experience that our experts prepare to you. It is amazing. Okay, it's enough. Now it's time. Rogério, the stage is yours. Introduce yourself to everyone and hands on. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, you guys, and welcome to everybody that is joining us with this call here. So it's really important to us to, transfer the content and, what the trajectory you're going to be. Okay, so I'm going to, we had the live last Monday, right? I give a little tips about what Tonnie have, but today we are going to go more deep in this journey. So I hope I'm going to help you guys that you are watching us here. Okay, so let's try to share my screen here. Let's see if it works. Can you guys see?
Not yet.
Not yet. So a gente já desativou o compartilhamento. You have to try again and allowed me to do it. Please, Leon.
Let's see. I will make you host, okay?
Okay, good.
When I need to be the host, you make me.
Okay, I will transfer back to you. Let me try again. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Now I think I can. Great. Compartilhar. Okay. Can you guys see now?
No. You are a host now.
Sorry, I have to.
Just a permission.
Hold on just a second. Unblock. Can you see now?
Not yet.
No.
Compartilhar.
Oh.
Now.
Now. Okay. It's
okay.
working? Great. So thank you again. Let's start my presentation here. So I try to be really fast, but at the end we are going to have a question and answers that you can go more deep in some details that maybe you guys have some other, doubts, whatever. So first is the agenda that we are going to, cover here. What's Tonnie in a detail. So talk about our premium partner that's participating with Pedro. That's NTT data. So it's a pleasure to have you here, Pedro. Really good to have you here. And program details. And then we finalize at the question and answer, right? So what is Tonnie? Okay. We are a platform that our main proposal, our main subject is to activate high-skill talent for international career. So we saw some pains and some challenges here in around the world that we work to try to find a solution. So the idea is to connect the international high-skill talents with some opportunities that you have in Europe mainly, and attend this market demand that before that, so they are not able to attend because you have some lack of skills. So that's why Tonnie was this platform that we enable talents to be international ready. Okay. So what the issues that we saw in the last years around the world, not just in Europe, but around the world. So we see that connection, that this disconnection actually, that we have a deficit of high skill talents and around the world, mainly in Europe, because we are here. So I'm speaking from Portugal. And on the other hand, so a lot of really good high skill talent in Latin America, that they are looking for opportunities, but they have some challenges in terms of language, culture fit, and sometimes have also some details about technology also, okay? So, and what you saw in the last years, that 80% of this fail, okay, cause a lot of high frustration both sides. So companies that try to assess different talents around the world, and because of this lack of skills, they saw that it's really tough to, to address that. And the other hand, the talents that, trying to be in those opportunities sometimes doesn't speak a good English or some whatever. So, and not ready for the culture fit in terms of how we are gonna, do the interview, okay? Because I have some details that companies here in Europe, they must pay attention, okay? And we try to see that this is the big issue, okay? This connection that we faced in the last years. So our concept is basically me and Jose, that's my partner. So we are co-founders of Tonnie. So we had B11 before, B11 Top Talents. That's a company that used to work with outsourcing here in Portugal. So for more than almost 5 years. And so we accumulate experience because Jose has more than 20 years experience in managed tech talents in Brazil. So big teams and some big banks and big companies in Brazil mainly. And also I used to be executive in some companies that I'm used to have, and a lot of tech talents that needs to produce contents and APIs, whatever, for me in those companies. So we accumulated this experience, so what's the challenge is in terms of looking for a talent and try to, assess them. So from the other side, companies have a hard time to hiring and retaining these candidates because the market in the last years was really crazy in terms of looking for talents, and it's a big fight around the world, okay, and cause some problems in terms of salaries, opportunities, and the attrition in the market and these kind of things. So this is, on the other hand, so like I said before, so talents wants to assess those opportunities because of this lack of skills, and mainly about the English, that sometimes is really a challenge for Latin American talents. They are not assess those opportunities, okay? So that's why we thought that we have to create a different solution, okay? And we concentrate out of our efforts here to give an extra bit of support in training for those talents that wants to access those opportunities here in Europe mainly, and make them international ready. So in terms of this concept, we create Tonnie, that's this acronym that it means that talent on international experience. And based on this experience that we want to provoke, and we want to provide to the market, so we have two personas. One is the partner, that's the company, is the client, like NTT here, and the other is the talent, okay, that we are going to help them to assess those opportunities here in Portugal and also the rest of Europe. So how you do this, okay? So first, we have a Tonnie pool. The Tonnie pool, as you can see here, so we have a good partnership with you, that you can access more than 1 million talents, tech talents in Brazil, okay? And this is really good for us because we have a big pool of talents that we can attract, engage in a different way to bring the talents here in a structured way. So that's why Tonnie pool, is a differentiate for us because you can assess this big talent, tech talent pool. So another structure about Tonnie is about our vetting. So we have Tonnie vetting that we use to, based on our platform. So have algorithms that you use to vetting the talent in four specific situations. Motivation assessment. So we do motivation assessment, tech assessment, personal assessment, and also tech assessment. So we're trying to cover all the topics that's going to be good to us to see if everything connect to and these talents are ready to go for a new adventure, not a new adventure, but a new cycle of their lives. Okay. So another pillars that Tonnie has is about Tonnie Start. So depends on the company, or depends on the partner that we have. So we can start in Brazil after we do all the screening and the vetting about this talent. They can start remote or on premises. So it means that after we do all the visa and all the process about relocation, so we bring this talent to Portugal and then start here. So I have these two options. Okay, most of the companies start here on premise because the talents here in Europe needs to be in Portugal needs to belongs to Schengen space. Okay, that's the we call here in Portugal in Europe. Okay, so then we have Tonnie relocation. Okay, that we take care about student and work visa. Now here is a work visa, airfare, co-living house, so we don't need to be concerned about where you're going to live here, because we do everything as a turnkey process. Okay, and last is about Tonnie Talent Lab, because we create especially for Tonnie a post-degree course here in Portugal with Instituto Politécnico de Leiria. That's a program, a post-graduation program designed especially for Tonnie. So it's not a post-graduation that had before. So we create as a forehands with the guys in IPL that you create some aspects that is going to help these talents to be connect here and be an international red talent that we use to address those topics here. First is immersive English learning. So it's going to be, all the classes going to be in English. Okay, that's why today we are making our presentation in English to start and make the immersion for you guys in this reality, because this is the reality that we're going to face here in Portugal and in Europe. Okay, then we start the post-degree, and besides that, we start a daily work collaboration with our partner like NTT Data here, and then we have the last part of this graduation course is tech reshape, if needed. Okay, that we are going to talk with our partner if needed to do something specific about any stack, so we can do this and address that on this program. Okay, so this is the companies that already trust us. So as you can see, NTT Data, Sofocus, Accenture, La Redoute, Siemens, Volkswagen. ClearStart is a company in Ireland, so we start to face some companies, some clients, some partners outside Portugal. Hitachi is another company that trust us. So, but here today we have NTT Data as a preferred partner here, that we are doing a really good job with them. So this is the leadership team. So I have José that is my partner. So he's a co-founder as me. Okay, so we accumulated more than 20 years experience in tech and also in education. That's why you put this secret sauce as education program, that to help you guys to be better talent as an international talent. So, and also have David Carvalhão, that's our mentor and our advisor that help us a lot here in Europe. So he participates a lot of times with us in our challenges. So now you're going to talk a little bit more about NTT data. So, and I will ask Leonardo to put the video that you have. Okay, can you do that? I have to transfer back to you, or can you?
I will try. I need to reclaim the host. Let me do this.
You can reclaim by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Playing rules. Yes, I'm a host now. And my share screen with sounds. There's sound. This video here.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Let me know if it's with sound.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So I think you guys can hear me, right? So
yes.
Now we are gonna, talk. We have a little chat here with Pedro. Pedro, thank you again to participate in this acceleration process here with you and Tony. So it's really a pleasure to have you here. And you are really excited to have NTT data as our partner in this process. Okay, so we are going to talk a little bit more. But if you want to, introduce you as, give a little intro about you, so I think you can have a better picture about NTT data and also you.
Okay. Thank you, Rogério. Thank you, guys. Well, let me just quickly and briefly introduce myself. Let's start by the professional side. I started this company back in 2004, almost 20 years. Okay, so I joined as a senior consultant. I worked in the insurance sector. Then I moved to banking. Then I was a little bit divided between what we call here financial services. Okay, recently I have and during all this, it's a common thing here in NTT data. We share other responsibilities within the office. Okay, and I will fast forward to my current mission. Okay, which is I am responsible for the Salesforce practice here in Portugal. I'm also responsible for young talent recruitment. Okay, and the relation with the universities and the polytechnics here in Portugal for the mainstream of recruitment. Okay, and of course I also have the mission to engage and try to find another sources, as Tonnie is a good example of good talent coming in from whatever it may exist. So this is why it brings us here. On the personal side, I am a father of 3 kids, 2 twins, 15, one daughter of 8. Okay, 8. I'm sorry, no, it's 6. It seems like 8. It's 6 going to 7. It's 6 going to 7. She was born in 2008. Sorry. I told Rogério, my wife is in a weekend with his girlfriends, so I was left with the boys and the girl here, so I managed to have some little quiet in the house to be able to talk quite peacefully with you guys. And I love cycling. Okay, this is the main sport, and well, I think this is enough. For and then of course with the questions from Rogério. About NTT data. Okay, yeah. Just briefly, the first thing I have to say, of course, we have, all companies have these motivational videos. Okay, guys, it's what we have to do. But trust me, nobody skateboards, okay, inside the office. Nobody. Okay, so we have to have a huge discount. You have to look at this within a perspective. We have a lot of diversity. Our culture is what you see here, there, okay, but it's a consultancy firm, IT consultancy firm. So we have those butterflies in our stomachs. Yes, we are different. Yes, we are going to see that in this bat-pap that we are going to have here with Rogério, okay. But and I'm glad to open the doors of NTT Data for you guys to know us a little bit better. Something that I might say within this introduction also, Rogério, is it's a global company, okay? It's a global company. So one question that might be in your heads is, NTT Data exists in Brazil, yeah? This is normal. By the way, Tonnie was introduced by us, by Dio, okay, by the CEO of NTT Data Brazil, which has a perfect good experience with Dio, and said, you guys should also meet Tonnie, the local partner in Portugal, because our experience is very good. So no problem here, okay? There's no, we're not in a competition. We're not with NTT Data Brazil. We are looking for high-skilled talent that wants to move to Portugal, okay? It's our first goal. We are not looking for 100% collaborations. We can start there, but then we have to move, okay? So no problem here. If you want to work with NTT Data in Brazil, that's another thing, okay? What we are going